Okay, well, we're back for round two, guys. I don't know what happened, but apparently it's my camera had thrown a bitch fit. Wow, it is really loud. And I just like, damn it, I don't think I can't reach the only bad thing about this fucking helmet. Man, you know what the other thing is about being so young and being so successful at the things that I do at my age, at 29 years old, 28, 29, I don't even know. I quit keeping track. It's one of those things where I just get reminded every year. I don't really care. The only thing you really look forward to after 21 is 67. So, I mean, that's about it. Because it's one of those things where it's like, I don't even give, you know, it's like my birthday. Oh shit, this is the wrong one. Oh, whoops. Of course, I made a wrong turn like a dumbass. Guys, I missed my turn somewhere. Oh no. Oh, why the hell that's doing that? Oh, that's gonna irritate me. I mean, I guess if it comes down to it, I can just go all the way through town. It really doesn't bother me. Man, I don't know why that's doing. I don't think my mic's connected again. Oh well, let's hope. I'm just gonna keep on babbling. Anyways, back to what I was saying. I don't understand why it is that, you know, when you're a young guy, you're trying to teach people how to do your job so they don't get fired. And it's some older guy. Like this guy's like 50 years old, college education, working at a chemical plant. Not even really a chemical plant. You know, making $24 an hour because his college education sucks. And you tell him to do something like, hey, you know, because our train is, we work with trains, guys. In my area, I was switchman when I came on here, and this guy hasn't been signed off for anything other than loadout for 2 years since he's been with this company. And the one time I finally used my, my authority, quote unquote, even though it's really not there, you know, was today. You know, I'm usually really cool with people, but when I keep seeing you half-ass everything, you know, when there's no reason to half-ass it, like today, you know, we're usually pumping out anywhere between 12 and 18 cars a day, or a shift, okay? Like, one of our units down, and this unit that we're working on right now is messing up, and so we only pump out anywhere from 6 to 9. And that's like, for those of you who don't, let me put this in perspective about how much downtime we have. I'll tell you exactly. Is when they call a load to us, they finish loading it in the loadout, and then we sit around for 2 hours waiting for them to call the other load. And they're so slow that we're just waiting for the rack to fill up with loads, so that way we can go out there and move them with the train. So we're sitting around, we literally sat around until we got there. There was already one done, so we went ahead, pulled everything up the first time around, I want to say it was like 9 o'clock, and we get there at 5:30. So we didn't do our first pull until 9 o'clock, and it takes about 30, 45 minutes for just one unit to do it with just one unit. And then our next one, we didn't pull up again until like 12:30, 1 o'clock. And then we didn't pull up again until one car at 4:30. And so, you know, so that's how much time we have to kill. So this guy, we're sitting here and I tell him, hey, you need to stretch that car up to the line. And he immediately goes over my shoulder, over my head on the radio. I'm your trainer today. You know, I'm supposed to be the trainer today. And he goes over my head and immediately goes to our lead and is all like, no, that's good where it's at, right, Pookie? Is like, okay, so what the fuck is the point in me training this motherfucker? Like, you're literally just fucking salty. That tells me you're literally just fucking salty at that point. Because somebody younger than you has to tell you how to do this job. Because it took you this long. Because you're so fucking dumb. Even though you've been to college. To figure this out. The fact that some kid compared to you, 29 years old to 50 years old, has a better understanding about how to do all of your guys' jobs other than lead, because they keep that shit behind closed doors because they don't want people just jumping straight to lead. But they'll be sure as happy enough to put them in anything else, because then they can just kind of throw you around this plant, which, you know, I'm slowly learning. But I want money in it. I get to hold that above their head. I don't mind doing everything around the plant as long as they give me money. And that's why I hate Texas, right there. Bitching them on, man. Riding people's asses. I love how you waited until the light turned green for me to go before you turned that fucking corner, you fat fucking cock. Anyways, wanna be motherfucking badasses. Piss me off. Yeah, you better run, bitch. But yeah, no, it's just, yeah, I don't understand. I don't understand people anymore, guys. I don't. It's fucking ridiculous. Like, first it was that motherfucking lead on that other shift that I was on, and now it's like this guy. It's like, and I wasn't even mean about it. I was like, hey man, you just need to stretch that up the line over there. And then he just completely went over my head. It's like, dude, why you being like that, bro? It's like, you know, I didn't even say anything mean. I hadn't said anything to you all day. And the one thing I'd tell you to do is, like, now you're just being a fucking cock for no reason. I don't get it. I don't. Ooh, scrape. I don't get it anymore, guys. This world is not what it used to be. Yeah, I don't. Anyways, on a better note, well, I guess kind of, sort of. We're hearing back from the lawyers a little bit more on our lawsuit. Thank God, because one, I can't stand people in Texas. You know, we got rear-ended the day before Thanksgiving. Actually, the night before Thanksgiving. So, like, I had to get up and play fucking... Which I guess there's nothing wrong with it. But I had to get up and play housewife after working all week. You know, but it's okay. But we're finally going to get our money after that. Well-deserved, too. I still can't believe that the ambulance bill was $70,000. You can't tell me that the ambulance bill is $70,000, bro. That's ridiculous. And my brother will be starting work with us here soon. So that'll be awesome. I keep trying to get him to get a motorcycle so he can come out here and we can fool around. You know, be in good company. But I can't, you know, I can't seem to get him to do it. But it's like, it's hard to get him to do anything anymore. It's like, he's a good guy, but he's freaking lazy. Just lazy. You know, if he can find somebody to drive him to work or chauffeur him around all the time, he'll do it. If you leave the fridge unlocked, he'll eat all the food. I find it sad that I have to lock my fridge or lock the fridge, because then he just sits there and he eats, and I don't know why. He's not hungry. Look, this dude's gonna fucking. You're literally sitting in the left-hand lane, doing the speed limit. Must be drunk. It's either drunk or stoned. That's not a lot of, I don't know what that was coming out of there. It's almost like a sweet tobacco, but it didn't quite smell like tobacco. Really, really sweet. A little too sweet to be just tobacco. Oh, man. I'm so glad it's summer, guys. I'm going to be out here on this bike 24/7 now. For the most part. At least until I get my truck. Then I'll kind of be half and half. I like my truck. I've always liked my truck. I've always liked my truck. Especially after you clap the shit out of it, put 104-pound injectors in it, and drag race it down Nevada highways. I like my truck too. Especially when you ain't got no noise ordinance or smog laws, or, you know, cops were literally to the point to where unless somebody's dying, don't call us because y'all are a bunch of idiots. Figure it out. I find it funny. I find it hilarious. Man, I really want a new truck though. I kind of want to, like, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a new truck, or a newer truck soon. Well, the next 2-3 years. Hopefully that truck survives, the truck I have now survives that long. I mean, it should, but it's an old truck. But then get a newer truck, a newer used truck that doesn't have as many miles on it. And then I'm going to go ahead and use that one as a daily and my tow rig. And then take the dually that I have now, strip it down, rebuild it. And maybe, I really want to put some cams and a turbo on it. And just spend the money to make it actually a tuned dually. Just to clap it. Just run that thing. Like I said, I'd run 104-pound injectors. It empties out my gas tank, but woo. And that's pretty. I hope y'all are getting that. I really do. I don't want to have to re-record this. I mean, I guess I have one video I can put out. Oh, there you go. I hope it kind of gets that. See how it's got like the orange in it? Man, I wish I would have had I'd be able to record at work. Because if I would be able to record at work, man, you guys would, it was awesome sunset today at work. But that's the problem with my company is they're so weird about people recording. It's like, if I don't shut my camera off and they see it running, I get questioned. I don't know why. If anybody had any common sense, I mean, we make plastic. Come on now. Plastic. You really gonna come and target a facility that makes plastic? And not even like makes anything out of the plastic. We just make the raw shit. Did I miss my turn? Man, I hope not. None of this looks familiar. I might have to pull over. I think I missed it. We'll get around this bend. No. We're good. That's what happens, guys. That's why I like my bike. Because I can literally, I mean, sometimes it's a burden, but it's like, I can forget where I'm going. And just ride. Yeah, no, I'm good. That's literally why I love, like, this. I love my bike for that exact reason. Yeah, no, this is it. We're good. I mean, if not, I just always wish it would have been. Yeah, because not that one. Not this one. Nope. Almost did it again. Always that one right there. There's something in my helmet. I can fucking feel it. It's trying to get in my ear. Oh my god, I'm so glad I have a headphone in. Oh, ow, fucker. And what you want? Ow, it's biting the shit out of me. Nope, we're pulling over. I think that's a spider. Oh my god. Biting the fucking shit out of me. Stab it with my glasses. Oh yeah, no, it's still alive. I don't know what it is, where it is, or what it's doing. Yep, called it. Oh, you son of a bitch. Just a little itty bitty spider. He just want a kiss. Bastard. Man, it did it again. Even though it's really not zoomy. Fucking. Well, luckily I've gotten used to that. Man, I woke up with this big ass spot about on my leg too, on the inside of my thigh. They're all over my damn house because nobody wants to kill none of them. And so the only thing I can do at this point is sit here and kill the ones in my room because everybody, oh, they're just daddy long legs. Yeah, well, you don't kill them, now you're inviting everything else in too. I need to go through and reseal the trims of my doors though. That one on the front door, man, that's so bad. It is so bad. I'm pretty sure that's where all these bugs are coming from, all the cockroaches and everything. Because we're not on public sewer, so we're on a freaking septic. And yeah, we have like roaches and whatnot outside, but it's not like an open. And that's how you engine brake, everybody. Getting a little too excited to go home. Oh man, that looks so good. So I've also figured out, guys, how to run some video editing software. So I'm gonna try my hand at that too, because YouTube has their free stuff. I guess it's not as good from what I've been reading on, but that's what I'm gonna try now. Because yeah, I'm a cheap ass. I guess supposedly there's a free, another free one too out there. There's really good, but I don't have a lot of, until I can get my store, actually, until I can get a freaking, a home PC, forgot what it's called, a tower, I'm not going to be able to do a lot of, video editing content, just because of the fact that it takes so much memory and everything dedicated, you know. And then if you want to work on something like 2 or 3 times, you got to save each video. At least that's what I know, because that's what I've been doing. I've just been going through and uploading one, editing it, upload again, look at it, upload it again, and then usually about the 3rd time I get it about right. That was like, there was one I was going to upload and I decided to cut out the end of it just because it was nothing but me going on a hate speech about my hometown. Was it deserved? Yes. Do I want to spew that kind of toxicity on the internet? No. Because people are bitches. And somebody somewhere in my hometown is going to know who I am and get their ass hurt because Fernley is not Fernley anymore. But yeah, no. I'm not saying I'm the golden child, but, you know, everybody treat me like a demonic child growing up and then watching you letting everything happen that I've been hearing about happen. Yeah, who's really the demon there? Who's really the demons there? That's all I can say on that. Y'all can't demonize one person and then sit here and praise the other person for doing something just as bad. And not even really praise, but you know, I count it praising when you don't bring attention to it. Because like I said, I was not the golden child growing up that everybody thought I was. I got in some trouble, and after being pretty much called a demonic child, a demon growing up, little demonic child, from everybody who didn't know me, and I mean actually know me. It's one thing to know who I am, it's another thing to actually know me. It's the reason why I don't want people, you know, I tell people, it's like, you know, you gotta stay with the channel to understand my thought process and the way I go about things, because I'm not an asshole. I'm really not. My speech pattern kind of indicates that I'm an asshole, but I'm really not an asshole. Or I come off as an asshole. There we go. That's better. You know, and it's not just, that's just the way I am, you know. I speak how I feel at that point in time about things. And you could ask me 5 years later, you know, 3 months later, whatever, and I might feel different. Because that's, let's be real, people, with everybody, you know, that's all it is. All it is feelings. And that's how I feel about things. The best. That's how we feel about it. But too bad, everybody always listens to the words and doesn't pay any attention to the actual actions of the being. Because one guy could say nothing but F-bombs and be the nicest guy in the world. What is that? Oh, I don't know what that was. It kind of looked like a dog. But that's why you keep them on a leash in the house. The best leash. It was not the first dog I've seen out here on the side of the road from some dumbass who just thinks they can let their dog run wild at night. It's probably not the first dog. Won't be the last. The best. I know, my Trump accent. Not the best. Probably bought off Temu. You gotta make sure and do the hand signs too, guys. If you don't do the hand signs, you're not really Trump. It's definitely not an impersonation without the hands. They keep telling me I was Italian, but the world never know. Gotta swerve. Swibbity swabbity. Bippity bobbity. They can't swap like me. Oh yeah. To the left. To the right. To the left again. Oh yeah, back to the right, baby. The best. The best swerves. If only I had the balls to wheelie this Harley, I probably would. But I don't think I could get it up because I don't think it makes enough power. Maybe if it was chain drive, get all that torque. Yeah, I lost my kind. You know, I think I kind of like this song. I don't know Shaboozey, the artist, very well, but I mean, he was kind of one of those people that just like, at least for me, just bloop on the radar. After, I believe it was called the Bar Song. And at first it was kind of like, and then you know, it was like, okay, you know, yeah, I guess I can get with it. Maybe not as like a country, but maybe as like a party gig. You know, I tell you. Sit here and do little swivels. Just drop the clutch and whop! One thing I was debating on getting a supermoto because, you know, if I got a supermoto, I'd be able to go out and do some wheelies and everything else, not have to worry about really dropping a bike, because, you know, that's kind of what those were meant for, was just shenanigans. But at the same time, it's like, I'm kind of a dumbass and would be dumb enough to go do some stupid shit just for the thrill. So it's like, let me jump this bike off this 2-story building. Watch this. Some dumb thing like that. Okay, everybody, we're gonna stop this video here. Y'all would please, once again, go ahead and subscribe, follow, and share the channel out, guys. Anyways, thanks for coming by. We'll catch you on the next one.